All right, let's just jump right in. There's this one huge question that seems to be on everyone's mind in the professional world right now. Is AI coming for our jobs, or is it here to make us better? Is it a job killer or a career multiplier?
You see stuff like this everywhere, right? This one little comment from Reddit, it just perfectly captures this deep anxiety that so many of us are feeling. This fear that everything we've worked so hard to learn could just disappear. And honestly, it's not a crazy thing to think. So let's start by looking at the scary part head on. Let's make the case for job automation. Because there's a really strong argument that AI's main purpose, at least in the workplace, is to automate tasks. And if it automates tasks, well, the logical next step is that it could replace jobs. This isn't some far-off sci-fi idea, it's actually happening.
And this whole situation creates something experts are calling a bifurcated labor market. Just think of it like a massive fork in the road for your career. On one path, you have the people who learn to use these AI tools, who adapt, and they end up with way more power and a much higher salary. And on the other path, you have the people who resist, who ignore it, and they're the ones who face the biggest risk of being automated. The stakes, as you can see, are unbelievably high.
And this really shows you how real it is. Let's just take a totally normal job like a marketing manager. Look at these tasks: generating content, writing ad copy, segmenting audiences. These aren't small, easy things. This is the core of the job. And for every single one, there's already a super powerful AI tool like Jasper or Copy.ai that can do it, and do it well. Suddenly, the threat doesn't feel so abstract anymore, does it? So, is that it? Is that the end of the story? A simple, depressing tale of humans being replaced by machines? Or could there be a completely different way of looking at this whole thing?
And that brings us to the other side of the coin, the case for job augmentation. What if AI isn't here to replace you? What if it's actually your new colleague? A powerful assistant designed not to compete with you, but to amplify everything you do. I absolutely love this quote because it completely reframes the conversation. It's not just about spitting out words or pictures. The best AI hopes you think better, execute your ideas faster, and maintain quality. It's not trying to be a substitute for your brain. It's a tool to make your brain more effective. It's a partner. And this comparison just makes it so obvious. The old way of repurposing a video, it was a total nightmare. You'd have to manually watch hours of footage, transcribe everything by hand, re-edit. It took forever. Now look at the new workflow. Tools like Descript just do it. They find the viral moments, they caption it, they reformat it for TikTok and Reels. The AI didn't replace the creator, it just gave them superpowers. It turned a full day of tedious work into maybe an hour of strategy. That is augmentation. And we're seeing an explosion of these assistant tools. It's a whole ecosystem. You've got ChatGPT Canva for brainstorming, Notion AI to organize your messiest ideas into actual plans, Canva's Magic Studio for design, even Murph AI for creating voiceovers just like this one. So many of these tools are free to start with, which means they're not just for big companies. They're for everyone. Okay, so we've looked at the threat of automation, and we've seen the incredible promise of augmentation. So now let's put it all together. Because what happens when you truly master these new tools? Well, you don't just get better at your job, you actually get a passport to a whole new global economy. So what's the actual real-world reward for adapting, for putting in the work to learn these skills? Well, the data is in, and it's pretty staggering. Professionals who have high-level AI skills are now earning a wage premium of, get this, 56%. That is a massive, massive incentive to upskill. And just look at these salaries. The key thing here is that we aren't talking about some super niche AI researcher jobs. We're talking about marketing, project management, data analysis, everyday roles. The pay for people in these roles who have integrated AI is just skyrocketing. The path to serious career growth and, let's be honest, serious money is right there in the data. What this all really means is that we are living in a brand new economic reality. It's an economy where your physical address is becoming less important than your digital skills. It's a borderless marketplace, often paid in dollars, where what you can do with these tools gives you access to incredible opportunities, no matter where in the world you happen to be. So that brings us to the most critical part of all of this. How do you go from feeling anxious about being replaced to actually taking action? How do you make sure you're on the right side of that fork in the road we talked about? Here's a simple 4-step game plan. First, just build a basic understanding. Take a course like AI for Everyone so you get the big picture. Second, get your hands dirty.
Master an automation tool like N8N or Zapier so you can actually build things. Third, and this is crucial, build something real. Create a public portfolio, maybe using a no-code tool. Don't just learn, do. And finally, step 4, get your money right. Set up global payment tools so you're ready to operate in this new economy. This is your roadmap from being a learner to being an earner.
So let's end on this one final thought because it changes everything. Maybe we've been asking the wrong question all along. AI won't take your job, but a person who knows how to use AI better than you, they just might. And that shifts everything, doesn't it? It moves you from being a passive victim of technology to an active participant in your own career. The question isn't what AI is going to do. The question is, what are you going to do? Are you ready?